Randy must be livid. Is that the mayor? There he is. And we got Zeit, too. So who could be the culprit? If it's not Yin... Even Mayor McDowell came to watch the performance. Oh right, didn't he say something about supporting the new production to the best of his ability? That's right. Grandfather has been a fan of Ciel since its inception. I'm sure he's looking forward to your debut, Rixia. Really? I hope I don't let him down. But more importantly, do you think what Yin said will hold true? You can't say for sure. Still, I think there's a good chance it might. Fortunately for us, the First Division will be keeping watch, so Ilya should be safe. That's a relief. You know, was it really okay not telling Ilya everything that happened? I think the troop leader is worried about the same thing. No, it's okay. All I want is for Ilya to shine like the star she is tonight, without any unnecessary worries dragging her down. That's what all of us here at Ciel want. You really admire Ilya. Why is that? As you might know, I was forcibly invited into the troop by her. Despite my circumstances, I'm happy. After all, until I came to Crossbell, I had only walked the path that I was destined for. Huh? Soon after, I was positively charmed by her performances. I thought to myself, who knew that someone could shine this brightly without once looking back? Perhaps I ended up admiring her because of how unreachable she is. Rixia. But she's not unreachable, is she?
Huh?
You play the role of the Moon Princess for this production. And yet, maybe the role is elevated by the radiance of the Sun Princess. But coming from someone that doesn't watch many plays, I believe both of your acts are superb. I know you'll shine brightly one day, by your own merit, not Ilya's.
You think so?
Definitely. I'm sure that's the reason why Ilya recruited you in the first place. We hit a barrier in this case, but we still managed to get this far. We intend to see this through to the end, so we want you to tackle this show with everything you've got, Rixia.
I will. Well, it's time for me to go. Good luck, you two.
Thanks.
Break a leg up there.
Well, you think we should stand by somewhere else until they start? What's wrong?
I don't know what I expected. The fact you're this oblivious about it is what makes you so dangerous. Never mind, forget I said anything. Anyway, we wouldn't want to let her down after you said all that. Let's solve this case no matter what, okay?
How about instead of saying forget all about that, it's like, I'll tell you about it later. Yeah, we will. Alright. Everyone, we apologize for the
delay. The curtain will now rise for Ciel's breathtaking new production, Golden Sun, Silver Moon. Please enjoy the show.
The land of Ra, an ancient kingdom that prospered under the blessing and love of the divine goddess. Ever since the birth of Ra, the decision of who was to rule the country was held in the hands of soaring dancers known as princesses. These princesses, entrusted with the will of the goddess, brought to light the true, righteous ruler of Ra by competing at the Star Sanctuary. However, Ulterior motives lie in wait, leading influential figures to support different princesses, treating the holy ceremony as a trivial game. At that time, the Sun Princess, renowned as the greatest dancer of their era, arrived at the Star Sanctuary. I wasn't expecting a full play. Spin. Oh, wow. Yeah, I definitely would be really impressed by this. Be careful, otherwise you're going to get smacked by the spion. Oh. It must have started. The enthusiasm is electrifying.
It's a shame. I would have loved to have been able to watch it too. I'm jealous of the First Division.
I'm not so sure about that. I can't imagine it's easy to focus on security while such an amazing play is being performed. I feel like we actually got the better deal, to be honest.
You may be right. Shall we start patrolling the theater then? Let's stay out of the First Division's line of sight and only peek in at the audience from time to time.
Good call. It's Lloyd. Can you guys hear me? Loud and clear, boss.
Has it commenced then?
Yeah, we're about to start patrolling the inside of the theater. You two keep a close watch on the perimeter.
Roger. Zai has graciously offered his assistance, so we'll be fine.
How generous of him. I'll give you a call if we spot anyone fishy. Don't let the play distract you. Wouldn't want the First Division to steal the spotlight, eh? You don't have to worry about that. We should get started. First, let's check with the staff and see if they've noticed anything out of the ordinary.
Understood.
Saving! The performance has begun without incident. Everything is going smoothly. No suspicious individual has been spotted either. Hopefully we can relax for now. Sounds like the performance has begun. Would greatly appreciate it if nothing were to happen. Alright, so I doubt I have to go that way. Look inside. None really there. Everything looks good in the S-section seats. Honestly, I doubt we have anything to worry about with Dudley in there.
You're right about that. Let's head to the next area.
Let's look inside. Oh, it's the same area. Oops. Okay, good. They don't go over that again. Let's look inside. There's the mayor. This is a box for special guests. Will everything be alright with only one officer keeping watch?
At least Ernest is there to protect Grandfather. If anything were to happen, I'm sure he can deal with it.
You think so? Alright, those areas are clear. Look inside. Everyone's flat. I saw that. Everything looks alright so far. Man, Ilya's incredible. I mean, I already knew she was, but this is just wow.
I completely agree. We should look elsewhere. If we continue to watch, we may end up staying for the entire play.
Yeah, you're probably right. Okay. Anyone see anything? It's time for the real show to begin. Yep. And over here. To our guests, please do not enter while the stage is in use. Station backstage. We can leave this area to them.
We should focus on patrolling the interior of the theater instead.
That's what we're doing. None thus far. Does that mean...
Yes, that should conclude the first act. Thus, the Sun Princess, supported by the mighty tribe of the Sun, had to be opposed. In response, a new princess answered the call and entered the celestial ceremony. She was known as the Moon Princess. Effectively splitting the governance of Ra in two, she was raised by the tribe of the Moon.
You can do it, Rixia. A little less like bombastic than Ilya, but still good. Oop, the water's getting on this now. So when does it start getting crazy? Here we go. She's doing backflips and front flips and whatnot. She's crazy. Alright, computer, shut up. Oh, she's flying. Man, it would suck to get dizzy up there. I mean, I guess if you're a performer like this, you're probably not gonna get too dizzy that easily. Sounds like the second act is starting. Rixie is giving it her all.
True, her debut scene was met with thunderous applause. Shall we make another round, Lloyd?
Definitely. With another round, another save. In the second act of play now, good. Everything is proceeding smoothly as we hoped. What a great success. I am ecstatic to begin the public performances. Finally made it to the second act. It's time for Rixie's debut. I'm sure she'll be fine. Trust Ilya's keen sense to scout talent when she sees it. Well, if we're going to be seeing that, may as well just come up here, since we can see both. Nothing unusual here. Man, Dudley must really be made of sterner stuff. He's got a full view of the stage, yet he's completely unfazed.
Yet another example of his iron will.
Let's see how Grandpa is doing. This security guy seems odd. This side looks good. But I think the officer assigned here has gotten a little preoccupied.
We are in the middle of Ciel play. Everyone's bound to be captivated.
Hopefully that's just it. Focus on your job, man. Look inside. Everyone's still 2D. Good lord. flat. Nothing wrong here. Ilya is one thing, but Rixie is no less amazing, to be honest.
Agreed. Those two are both in top form. She truly has the presence of a moon princess when bathed in the silver light.
Oh, okay, I do have to go check something. Someone hid food. Anything to search? Nope. Alright. Game, window, will you stop doing that? And that's the end of the second act.
Things are starting to heat up, aren't they?
Was it simply a whim of the goddess, or perhaps a bit of mischief? To her surprise, the Sun Princess learned that the Moon Princess was not a stranger, but her younger sister, separated from her at a tender age. Unaware of this revelation, the Moon Princess faced her sister with a cold, hostile spirit. The distraught Sun Princess, concealing her true identity with a gown and mask of white, beckoned the Moon Princess to the forest ruins. It was there that the two sisters, pure in their youth, would secretly dance and play under the thick forest canopy. Now we dance together. We spin together. Oh, someone's come to watch. Go away, you're not allowed here. So how did they get these sets so quickly? Spinning with such force that they are slowing their descents. The third act is where things usually start turning around for the protagonist, right? The audience seems to be eating it up.
I know I am. It's rare to see a play this marvelous. It's more or less perfect. Now, if only it would end without incident.
Yeah, I sure hope so too. Even if it means we don't catch the culprit, it would be for the best. Finally, guests appear to be enjoying themselves. Haven't noticed anything strange around here. Good. Look inside. Things are starting to pick up.
They are. Who could have guessed that the two princesses would be sisters? Where will the plot take us next?
No, we have to resist.
Sorry, it's simply too compelling. We should focus on patrolling.
Did you see anything from the front? Guys. How's Dudley doing? Oh, has he become preoccupied? Huh, looks like Dudley is interested in the play after all. Not that it's making him neglect his work.
I can hardly blame him. I bet there isn't a soul that wouldn't be unmoved by one of Ciel's performances.
Mr. Guard. Nothing suspicious here. Officer aside, it looks like Ernest is paying real close attention to their perimeter.
He'll stay on his toes, I know it.
one's back here. Good. I heard a loud thud coming from the dressing room earlier. It's probably just my imagination. Starting to hear things? Uh-oh. There it is. She heard a loud thud. That's the end of the third act. Now the final act begins. The dreadful conspiracy existed only to drive the young sisters apart. Despite knowing the sad truth, the sisters chose to compete against one another. Because after all, they were princesses. Dancing was their all, their everything. Only one of them could become the shrine princess, carrying the will of the goddess on their shoulders. Their affection for one another strong, they even fell in love with the same man. Their rivalry burned bright with passion and understanding like Ra had never seen before. The two princesses, storing their passion in their hearts, then traveled down to the star sanctuary, ready for the fated ceremony. Is it going to have a twist like the play in Liberal did? Alright, you two, you focused? Whew, thank God, yes. Looks like the play is going to wrap up accident-free. And we didn't even notice anything suspicious during our patrols, too. Lloyd, Ellie. What's going on? Is something wrong? Well, you see, one of the attendees has been behaving unusually for a while now. And we only just realized that she's not on our guest list. What? Where is she? Up the stairs on the right, in the back. She seems to be silently observing S-section seats. Got it. We'll go check it out right away. Stay here and wait for our return, sir. Of course. Uh-oh. No way. Is that who I think it is? Oh, darn it. Why did Dudley have to pick this spot to patrol? This was the perfect spot to wait for my big scoop, and he is ruining it. He's totally going to catch me once I start firing off my camera. Hey, Grace. Whoa, Lloyd? And Ellie, too. What in the world are you guys doing here? That's supposed to be my line. What are you doing here, Grace? You don't have a ticket, do you? Nope, but I have my reasons. I may have snuck in here using a trick up my sleeves. Well, which was what exactly? Keep this a secret, will you? Long story short,
I slipped in with the dry cleaning, and voila, I was home free.
Are you kidding me?
Why did you have to go that far? Well, there's a simple explanation for that. You see, all the friggin' tickets got snatched up by the other CNS journalists. I just had to take a peek at the private show, but I was following another story at the time. What was I supposed to do? Not watch it?
That still doesn't make it right or legal.
You're a real hassle, you know that? Come on, guys. We're all friends here. How about we go watch the rest of the play? It's finally reached the long-awaited climax, after all. If we don't see it, we may regret it for the rest of our lives.
You could have just waited for the public show like a normal person. Besides, are you sure that's your only reason for sneaking in? You're not the one who sent the threat letter, are you?
Threat letter? What the heck are you going on about? Hold on. I thought it was kind of strange to see Dudley patrolling the theater. Ooh, it has to do with this letter, right? I don't think she's our culprit, Lloyd.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't hurt to ask. I doubt even Grace would take things that far.
Even me? Isn't that sort of rude?
Is it? You literally decided to sneak into a private performance for a big scoop. Oh, that reminds me. You mentioned that you were following another story, right? What's it about?
Nah, my lips are sealed. Wait a second. Is the First Division here because they're keeping tabs on him? Drat, I thought I was the only one to have picked up on it.
Him?
Are you referring to Yin? Huh? The heck's a Yin supposed to be? Does that have something to do with that threat letter you're freaking out about? No, forget about it.
Listen up, Grace. I'm going to need you to tell me everything you know. If you don't, we'll have to take you in for trespassing.
Whoa, Lloyd, isn't that a little cruel? You and I are buddies, right?
Sure, but what we need now is some sort of clue, no matter how small it is. So please, Grace, tell us.
Fine, you're serious, right? I'll spill the beans, but are you sure you want to talk about this in front of Ellie?
Why would we not?
Is there something wrong with me being here? Oh, whatever, just brace yourselves, okay? The scoop I've been chasing involves a dark rumor about the mayor's secretary. What?
You can't be serious.
I think his name is Ernest? Either way, he's extremely dangerous, with a capital D. He's supposedly been secretly embezzling funds from the mayor's office. And here's the kicker. He's been covertly scheming with the Imperial faction Diet members. You think he's trying to off the mayor? Nah, probably too far-fetched. Hey, Lloyd, I just had a thought. If Grandfather were to be killed under these circumstances...
The culprit could easily slip out during all the commotion, so long as no one witnesses the crime in action. That's it. That's his plan.
Whoa, wait up.
Uh-oh. Someone's going to attempt to assassinate the mayor? Ellie's granddad? What? Oh no, he's out cold. Isn't this the police officer who was watching the box?
It is.
What the hell are you doing here? What? We'll talk later. Ellie, we're going in.
Let's hurry.
Oh? Damn!
Grandfather!
Damn it, he has a gun. What the hell is this? Who would have thought that you'd show up in a place like this? This must be the goddess's idea of a blessing.
Ernest, why? Why do all of this? You were always there to support Grandfather, so why?
We're cut from the same cloth, Ellie. You have no idea how fed up I am with Crossbell's sick situation. And in the end, man man only pursues true change when obeying the will of one stronger than himself. That is why I had to act. So that's the reason you impersonated Yin and sent the threat letter to Ilya. You made us believe that Yin was behind everything, all while plotting the mayor's assassination from the shadows. Damn it, so that's what's really going on. Have you enjoyed playing this little game of yours? You may hail from the First Division, but in the end, you're just a 2-bit detective. Be it Ravache, Heiyue, or even the real Yin, if he actually exists, they're nothing more than puppets dancing in the palm of my hand. Put the gun down slowly. You can still get off with attempted murder. Don't take it any further. Don't take it any further? Isn't that my line? The life of this old naive man, the mayor of Crosswell State. I could end it with one swift pull of this trigger.
Please, stop this.
Pulling the hostage card, are we? Surely you don't want our dear Ellie to witness the moment her grandfather's brains splatter on the floor, right? So how about you ingrates line up on the wall there and stay out of my way? I'm having trouble figuring out your plan. The moment you step out of this theater, there will be nowhere to run. Shut it! Just do as I say! Bastard! Good, you have ears after all. Now to hold up my end of the deal.
Grandfather!
Hold it! You won't escape.
Ooh, you fast.
How's he moving this so quickly? Randy, Tio, brace yourselves. Mayor McDowell's secretary is headed your way. He's our man. Take him down. Gotcha. We'll get him.
Ernest? Very well then.
Gotcha. Whew. Where do you think you're going?
This man is the true culprit behind a series of events.
Randy, Tio. Oh, thank goodness. You guys managed to catch him. Yeah, it was lights out for him as soon as I saw him pull out a gun. Good call.
That aside, why have you joined forces with Four Eyes from the First Division?
Who do you think you're calling Four Eyes? Explain yourselves now. What is the meaning of all this? You even brought backup. What exactly were you planning? Well, you see... The hell? He can still move? As if I can be taken down so easily. I will be the next mayor. Not after the stunt you pulled, with Speaker Hartman on my side. Good job, Zeit. Zeit, is that your damn mutt?
A distinguished performance, Zeit.
Oh, give me a break. Ruined by a literal glory hound, huh?
No.
Where did she come from?
We can never let our guard down.
You again? Would it kill you to stay out of the police business for once? God, unhand me at once. I'll definitely be... I'll be the next mayor. Like hell, buddy. You're going to jail. And maybe even that's too lenient for you. Is this the final act? Bring down the chandelier. Do it. Oh, they did. Not in the way I thought it was going to happen. Everyone gets the spin.
That was amazing.
I'm thoroughly impressed as well.
Grandfather, you're already awake? Thank Dios.
Yes, I'm perfectly fine, Ellie. It's unfortunate what just happened, but I still intend to experience the performance with my own 2 eyes. This is my way of paying respect to the wonderful people of Ciel.
Grandfather.
You honor us, sir.
We did it.
You would have gotten away for it too if it weren't for us meddling kids and our stupid dog. A preview of Golden Sun Silver Moon, the anticipated new state show from Ciel, has had its private performance. Ilya Platier captivated the audience from the moment the curtain rose with an acrobatic performance. Act 2 followed with an appearance of a hopeful new face, Rixia Mao, who stunned the audience with her mystique and expressive dancing. Together with the atmosphere that Ilya generated, the audience was delighted. I felt I was witnessing the rebirth of Ciel. The public performance will surely be something to look forward to. The mayoral assassin's dagger. With the drama unfolding on the stage, a more real one unfolded behind the scenes, as the police discovered and foiled the attempted assassination of Mayor Henry McDowell in the balcony during the private performance. An official statement has been issued regarding the incident. The official word is that the suspect, Mr. Ernest Reese, McDowell's former top aide, arrived with the mayor to watch the performance. He smuggled a gun and dagger past security officials, then attempted to use them to assassinate the mayor. Mr. Reese served as the mayor's top aide for many years and was known for his honest personality. Why did he commit this crime? In gathering evidence, we discovered that he also illegally misappropriated mayoral funds and had connections with specific representatives. Additional evidence suggests he planned to run for the next mayoral election, and it is speculated he committed the crime to try and obtain the political position himself. However, the police have taken over the investigation, and so the true motives will likely remain confidential. Crossbell police became aware of the assassination plot in advance, subsequently deploying a security team inside the theater. The team was fooled by the suspect's clever diversion. However, the newly commissioned Special Support Section, conducting their own independent investigation, were able to thwart Mr. Reese's plot to save the mayor. A detective from the 1st Division Investigative Division said, "No comment. I cannot divulge more than what has been publicly disclosed." The mayoral vacation. After the incident, Mayor McDowell decided to take a vacation. Even though he wasn't permanently injured, the stress on his mind and body was immense. So he made the decision in consideration of his old age, stated a public relations officer, "We are glad the mayor is safe and sound, but it is so far unclear how long the break will be. The anniversary festival is approaching, and all of us at the newspaper pray for his quick return to duty." Haha, yikes, things really got out of hand. Most of the public should be in an uproar by now, right? Considering that the mayor was almost assassinated at the debut of Ciel's new show, yes, I would imagine so. It is the ultimate scandal. We can at least take comfort in the fact that Mayor McDowell is getting a lot of support from the citizenry. But surely the name of the Imperial faction Diet member that Ernest had ties to will make the papers, right? It'll probably be censored. Besides, wasn't this whole thing the product of that secretary lunatic going wild against his boss? Yeah, maybe so. There really wouldn't be any benefit to assassinating the mayor as far as the Imperial faction's concerned. Then again, had the assassination been successful, They could have pinned it on Yin and, by extension, the Republican faction due to their connections with Heiwei. You might be onto something there.
Pardon the interruption, but was Ernest not acting sort of strange? It was as if he lost his sanity, or perhaps lost control would be more appropriate.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Either way, I can't help but wonder what happened after the 1st Division took over the investigation. Well, as for Ernest, he's in a state of total shock. Can't even speak properly. Chief. You're saying he's so messed up they can't even interrogate him? Yep. Since they weren't making any progress with him, they decided to go ahead and chuck him into the clinic. Last I heard, they thought of calling in a church counselor or asking if someone from St. Ursula would examine him. Yeah, that might help. That aside, you four have become quite the celebrities, haven't you? While I was at the department today, I got to witness the Fox showering the SSS with praises. Boy, you should have heard him.
No way. I find that hard to picture.
Vice Commiss Jackass decided to flatter us. I'm thrilled. Hey, it wasn't only him. The entire force had something good to say about you guys. Actually, I take that back. The 1st Division didn't really say much, but I'm sure that their opinion of the SSS is a bit higher now. Show some cheer. You earned it. Yeah, we'll try.
But how can we be happy at a time like this?
Yeah, try to think about how Mademoiselle is feeling right about now.
Seriously? Tomorrow is far too early for you to return to work.
It's nothing more than a bruise and a minor sprain. 5 days of rest has been more than enough. Worry not, for I have recharged my batteries.
Don't take this so lightly, Grandfather. Please think about everything that's happened. You no longer have Ernest, and you could have died. Don't you think you've earned more than 5 days of rest?
You may feel so, but the anniversary festival draws near. Duty calls, so I cannot fall behind. I can't abandon my role as Crossbell's mayor over a minor spat like that.
A minor spat? Grandfather, are you not in pain? Are you not mortified? Ernest was like a son to you, yet he betrayed you. So why? Why do you continue?
If I told you what happened didn't shock me, I would be lying through my teeth. As I'm sure you've heard, Ernest has long been embezzling public funds from under our noses. Perhaps his actions caused extreme stress, and being trapped in his own mind caused him to go berserk. I do believe I bear some responsibility for not taking notice of this in the first place.
Grandfather.
Nevertheless, I am a statesman. I have sworn to serve Crossbell State in the present and future. No matter what happens, it is my duty to uphold the oath and lead this state. That is a self-imposed commitment. I truly apologize, Ellie. Much like 10 years ago, I was unable to stop your father, Ryan. Not only that, but my own daughter, your mother, left you behind. And yet, as powerless as I often am, I continue to fulfill my role as the role of mayor. Surely you must despise me, right?
There's no way that could ever be true. You're my hero, Grandfather. I occasionally keep in touch with Mother and Father. It may be heartbreaking, but I know I can overcome it.
Ellie.
I originally joined the police because I wished to help you in my own way. I thought this different approach would be a good way for me to help Crossbell, too. However, now that Ernest is no longer at your side, I was thinking I should retire from the police and assist...
Spare me the nonsense.
Grandfather?
If you truly regretted the path you chose, then surely you would have returned home immediately. However, such was not the case, correct? Imagine how insulting it would be to turn your back on the road you've taken. To your colleagues, to me, and above all, to yourself. You need not be concerned about me. After all, I have more than a single secretary, and if necessary, I shall seek Helmer's assistance. However, my plan to retire as mayor seems to have been delayed, though. Well, I suppose I've got another 5 years until I'm able to comfortably retire. Therefore, Ellie, you must continue on the path you've chosen, at least until you become satisfied with all you've accomplished. Your indomitable drive toward the end motivates me more than anything else.
Grandfather.
Not to mention, if you all hadn't intervened, I likely wouldn't be sitting here right now. Stand proud, Ellie, of what you do and how you've grown, for you shall continue to shine even brighter and reach new heights, much like Ark and Ciel's new play.
Yes, Grandfather. I, Ellie McDowell, will return to my post tomorrow and strive to make Crossbow a better place.
You've truly saved me. I appreciate it. If the situation were to progress any further down the rabbit hole, it would have gotten quite messy. That was a close call. We were almost suspected of attempting to assassinate the mayor. Because of your connections with the Republican faction. The leader of the Imperial faction, Speaker Hartman, was likely the one to utter my name to that secretary. It's likely that he learned of it through Ravache's Don Marconi. Yes, I'm inclined to agree. I must say, I wasn't expecting the secretary to go so far as to plan an assassination. Even so, there is no mistaking that his objective was to harm the Republican faction's reputation through us. A truly problematic city. Putting that aside, do not lump us together. It's particularly irritating. Oh dear, how cold you are. Well, no matter. Our ties with the members of the Republican faction can be severed at a moment's notice. And as we previously discussed, Heiwei's counteroffensive will launch after the festival. We'll leave the operation on the festival's final day in your hands, Master Yin. Very well. It's time. I'll be taking my leave. Ever elusive phantom, are we? Time. What exactly is it time for, I wonder? Where are you going? Whoa. Okay.
You're early, Rixia. Ilya? What, you looking forward to practice that badly? Geez, and I call myself a dance freak. Were you always this dedicated? I'm still nowhere near your level, and I doubt I ever will be. You say that, but your actions paint a different picture. You were just as excited for the private performance as I was. And come on, Rixia, your acting is top-notch. You've finally become a genuine rival for yours truly. Really? Well, true or not, I still owe everything to you, Ilya. You showed me the light, opening my eyes to a path straying from the one I inherited. Though I suppose I should be grateful to the SSS this time, too. Oh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Today's schedule is perfecting the third act, right? I'll do my best to keep up with you. Oh? Are you sure you're up for it? Well, who am I to turn down a challenge, especially from you? Alrighty then. Until it's time for the public performance, I'll improve this scene 100 times over. Follow me, Rixia. Of course.
So Rixia is Yin. Dun dun dun. And that's the end of chapter 3. And now we're 7th class. We get the Ingenuity Quartz. Sweet. Not a What? Not a Pokemon in sight. I mean, I guess, yeah, but... Really? Alright, whatever. I wonder if I should at least get to a point where I can control... you know what? Nah. Next time on The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero, we'll be most likely starting up Chapter 3. So I'll see you guys out then.